Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is just going to be a little quick update of what's been going on. I know I've been posting a lot of videos lately, but it's been busy with a couple projects. One of the main projects has been the chassis jig or the body jig. I almost had it completed, as you can see from the time lapse here. But when I went to check for final squareness, it was anything but square. It looked like one of the rails had shifted forward about 1/4 of an inch and both rails had a bow in it. So I cut everything apart. It was just tack welded anyway. I cut everything apart, re-squared it, and now I'm in the process of bracing it up and making sure everything is finally square before I weld it together. As you can see from the jig now, there's been a lot of cross bracing and diagonal bracing that has been added. I was using a string line to check for straightness on the rails. Everything at this moment appears to be straight. And what I'm going to be doing next is welding in these angle irons right now. Right now I just have them U-bolted in just to see if it would work, but everything is square and straight. So next step will be to weld those cross braces in. I'll weld some in underneath in the opposite direction, hold everything square, and we'll be putting this back together. As you can see from this time lapse, I was going through great measures to make sure that everything was staying square and true. Using the tram gauge at several locations to make sure everything was square. I used a string line at one point to make sure the rails are still straight. Here I am welding in some diagonal bracing to keep everything straight and square. A couple of the other things I have been working on is getting some epoxy primer on some of the new sheet metal that I have. Here you can see on the table a new firewall, a torque box, and the rear transition pan. I have a few more pieces that I primed as well. I just don't have any pictures of them. One of the other projects I've been working on is trying to get a hose reel mounted to the compressor. It's kind of difficult with the hose just wrapping around the arm. It kinks easy, it tangles easy. I picked up a cheap Harbor Freight manual reel, and I have to build a cage to go over the top of the motor and the pump so I can mount that. What they will do is they will bolt to here. I'll have some vertical pieces welded onto that, and now I'll form some sort of platform over the top of the motor and the pump so I can mount the reel on top of that, and that should make things a lot easier coiling and uncoiling the hose. Alright, so that's where we are with all the projects. Hoping to get a lot of this done in the next couple weeks. Get the car mounted on the jig so I can move it around a little more. As always, thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like. Thumbs up button, it does help out. And until the next video, take it easy.